Hi everyone, good morning. Actually, it's the next day here. If you're in India or Sri Lanka here, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, whoever is in the time zone. I know no one's watching right now; it's too late. But today we are going to actually sorry for the delay. Also, today we are going to give updates, the latest IPL updates, IPL updates for 2022. First, we'll go with Ahmedabad and Lucknow franchise have selected their picks ahead of the IPL 2022 mega auctions. So we'll be doing that right now. First of all, before that, we'll just give the information. Before both the teams had a deadline to submit the three picks by January 22nd at 5 p.m. And each team only can pick, I think, two overseas players, two local players and one overseas player. So that's the information that came up. So as you can see here, Lucknow and Ahmedabad had given time till January 22nd by the BCCI to submit their list of draft picks ahead of the mega auction in February, thanks to India.lk. So yeah, after finally giving the clearance to the CVC Capital to own the Ahmedabad franchise, the board formally authorized the two new teams to sign players. And I think the Lucknow is also owned by I think the RPG Rising Pune Super Giants owners. I think I can't remember the owners, but it's owned by them. So yes, CVC was approved by Ahmedabad, and Lucknow have been confirmed also by Rajat Bhatia, if I'm not mistaken, from the RPG group. Yeah. So Ahmedabad franchise, they have announced their three players. Hardik Pandya is set to be captain, Rashid Khan and Shubman Gill. So those are the three players that are going to actually be picked for the Ahmedabad franchise. So that has been confirmed right now. Hardik Pandya, Shubman Gill, and Rashid Khan are set to join the Ahmedabad franchise. Ashish Nera and Gary Kirsten to join coaching staff. Vikram Solanki is set to be the team director. So that's the news. Yeah, that was announced yesterday, and so I couldn't do that. So it was bought last October by CVC Capital Partners, Iridia Company Private Limited. They have also finalized its coaching staff. It will be led by former India fast bowler Ashish Nera. Gary Thurston also will be the mentor, I think, and Vikram Solanki will be, who's the current Surrey head coach, will be the team director of Ahmedabad franchise. So the updates over here: Hardik Pandya has got 15 crores. That's the news has happened. Rashid Khan has got 15 crores as well. So those two have both. So while the IPL has set INR 15 crore, 11 crore, and 7 crores for franchise retaining three players, ESPN Cricket Info has learned that Ahmedabad have decided to pay both Hardik and Rashid the same amount, INR 15 crore. It's also learned that Hardik is likely to take charge as Ahmedabad captain, the first experience for him, and Shubman Gill will be played INR 7 crores. So the franchise will go into the auction in February with a purse of INR 53 crores. So that was the news over there. So Ahmedabad actually have 53 crores left. We have comments over here coming from here. Why Stoinis thoughts? For Lucknow, yeah, we'll be talking about Lucknow later. Yes. Tom here says, "Oh God, Pawan, congratulations for 1K. How fast?" Yes, it was 750. Yeah, we did a very hit video of Australia under 19 versus Sri Lanka under 19. So do check that out. Yeah. So yeah. We'll discuss about that. Cricket talks with Garvit. You can join. Here's the link. Yeah. So the update is Hardik Pandya is set to be captain of the Ahmedabad franchise. For me, I think this is not a good pick. I know Hardik Pandya is from Ahmedabad, but in my opinion, I think this is a real risk for Ahmedabad. I would rather have a Rashid Khan as captain, maybe, or either gone in the auctions and bought a captain. I think Hardik Pandya is a captain of Ahmedabad. I feel this is not the right move for me, but I comparing both the teams, I think Ahmedabad franchise has selected the best team. I mean the three picks compared to Lucknow, But my problem is I really don't know Hardik Pandya as a Ahmedabad captain. I know he's from Ahmedabad. I know what the CBC capital was trying to do. But my gut feeling is saying that this is not a right move from Ahmedabad. This is my opinion, personal opinion. I would rather have given it to Rashid Khan when he has performed very well in 2020 tournaments, and paying the same amount of as Hardik Pandya. I don't get what Ahmedabad franchise is trying to do right now. Yeah, Tom here says Krunal and Hardik 1+1 offer. Yeah. Um, Cricket talks with Garvit. They should have got Bishnoi early in the easily in the auction. Yeah. Cricket talks with Garvit says, yeah, Hardik as captain is weird. Yeah, that's because he's a Ahmedabad boy, obviously. He's been selected, and Ahmedabad have INR 53 crores left. Let's go to Lucknow. Lucknow franchise has confirmed KL Rahul, Marcus Stoinis, and Ravi Bishnoi. Very surprising picks. Rahul was obviously a brilliant pick. Obviously, that's a good pick from Lucknow, obviously, to get KL Rahul. Marcus Stoinis, I would have gone with Kagiso Rabada, in my opinion. For me, I really don't know why they went with Marcus Stoinis. I know he's an all rounder, but easily they could have got Marcus Stoinis and even a Ravi Bishnoi in the auctions, as Garvit says here. Yeah, Cricket Talks with Garvit says they could have got Bishnoi easily in auction. Yeah, I totally agree. Madhur, if it's not late, I understand Garvit. That's perfectly fine. For you not coming, it's too late. I had to do this quickly. Yeah, Madhur, but if you can join, please join, sir. Yeah. But very weird. I know Rahul is a good point, a good pick. That's no doubt. Rahul has proved in Punjab Kings. He's a good leader. Whenever he leads Punjab Kings, you have to give a lot of credit to KL Rahul, because for me, it's the team and the management of Punjab Kings that is at fault. I never doubted KL Rahul as an IPL player. As a captain, also, I believe he's one of the best when it comes to IPL. I know Punjab Kings never qualifies for the playoffs, but I think the team always doesn't perform up to what KL Rahul wants to. But KL Rahul as a captain and as a player, he's very very good in my opinion. He transforms to another level for me. KL Rahul. We saw that 50 of 12 balls, he scores 50s, hundreds. KL Rahul when he's captain, I think he's like a different brand in my opinion. So for me, Lucknow did do the right choice over here, getting KL Rahul as captain. For me though, I really don't understand though. Ishan Kishan, what happened to Ishan Kishan, guys? I mean, Ishan Kishan, I'm really surprised why Ishan Kishan wasn't signed by Lucknow. He's going to go for money. I'm telling you right now, Ishan Kishan is going to go for a big price in the IPL auctions. Very surprising. They paid lot more for a overseas player Lucknow here, and just buying. I know Ravi Bishnoi is a good player for Punjab Kings. He played very well last season. But my feeling is, why don't you go and get a Ishan Kishan? Could have easily costed them 11 crore for me. With Rahul, Ishan Kishan going the auctions for me is a big risk. And why did Lucknow try to not buy Ishan Kishan? A very good opening batsman. I know KL Rahul is also opening batsman, also explosive finish. Ishan Kishan is could bat in the middle order as well and give the stability. So I was very surprised when Ishan Kishan's name is not here right now in the Lucknow franchise list here. Yeah. Yes. Dipanshu here saying MI will back Ishan. Yes, that's what I'm saying. MI will easily get Ishan Kishan back. Yeah, you're absolutely right over there, Dipanshu over there. Cricket talks with Garvit says he can't talk the seniors, makes multiple changes every game. Garvit, I feel I know. I don't criticize KL Rahul. I think it's more to do with the franchise that KL Rahul hasn't been given the options, in my opinion. It's mainly to do with Pretty Zinta, the management, always 12 years, their management, and the coaching staff, Anil Kumble. I feel the coaching staff hasn't supported and let Rahul make his own decisions, and I think that's costed KL Rahul to leave Punjab Kings. I know, Garvit, you're a Punjab Kings fan. You must be having more knowledge than me about this. But my feeling is that still KL Rahul is a good lead. He himself transforms into a good player when he's captain, in my opinion. Dipanshu here says thoughts on Shiraz Iyer, one of the talented players. I was very surprised, Dipanshu, that he wasn't picked for Ahmedabad in the first place. I really don't know how Ahmedabad. Very good question, by the way, Dipanshu. You just reminded me of this. Shiraz Iyer is a great captain. I don't know why they went to Hardik Pandya. It's a very strange decision, in my opinion. Hardik Pandya is not even in the Indian team right now. Ahmedabad franchise, just because Hardik Pandya is from Ahmedabad, they are backing Hardik Pandya to be the captain. For me, it's strange because first of all, the rumors said that Shiraz Iyer will be the captain of the Ahmedabad franchise, but seems to be he's going the franchise. For me, I'm telling you right now, Mumbai Indians, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and KKR will be looking at him for sure. MI will be definitely looking at him as a future captain for Rohit Sharma, Shiraz Iyer. RCB and KKR will be going for him as a new captain. I'm sure one of those three teams, mainly RCB, will target Shiraz Iyer very badly because they need a new captain. So, in my opinion, I think ahead of the IPL mega auctions, RCB definitely will target Shiraz Iyer and Manish Pandey, two good, potentially good leaders, and maybe David Warner if they want overseas. But I have a gut feeling RCB will try to go for a local captain, so that Virat Kohli also can go and contribute, and maybe the team go beyond that playoffs and try to reach the final. So that's the thing. Yeah. Tom here says Hardik Pandya, I don't see him as a captain. Definitely. I completely agree with you. Tom, how is Hardik Pandya captain of Ahmedabad? It's a joke. It's a joke considering his form. I know he's a very good player. I don't underestimate Hardik Pandya at all as a player. As a captain, it's really strange in my opinion. I really don't know how Hardik Pandya, all of the comments is, I mean, he hasn't even led for IPL team. Suddenly becoming a captain of a new team. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, Tom, PBKs will spill out their money like beans. PBKs is one. If they have the highest salary, I'm telling you, they have the highest purse. Obviously, PBKs. That's true. I definitely know PBKs will lose. They'll lose to all the most important players. Right now, I'll tell you, PBKs, they have the highest purse, but they'll spend that money wrong. I'll tell you that right now. We know what happened last season with Pretty Zinta in that table. I definitely they'll try to get Iyer and Ishan. I know that, but definitely they are not going to outbid RCB, Mumbai Indians, or Chennai Super Kings. I guarantee that for Iyer and Ishan, definitely PBKs are not going to get them. I can tell you that right now. With their common sense, with their their thoughts on getting other players like the local players, I'm 100% sure PBKs will not get eventually Iyer and Ishan. I can confirm that right now. Seeing PBKs in previous auctions with the same management is not possible. Yeah. So anyway, Lucknow. So KL Rahul has gone for 15 crores. That's the salary for KL Rahul. Marcus Stoinis, meanwhile, has a salary of 11 crores, and Ravi Bishnoi has a salary of 4 crores. I'm a bit surprised of Ravi Bishnoi in this. I know Ravi Bishnoi is a very talented player. It's a bit of a surprise because I would feel that Lucknow could have easily got a Ravi Bishnoi in the auctions. Definitely, I would have gone with a KL Rahul. I wouldn't go for Shiraz Iyer, Dipansu for a Lucknow team because they have KL Rahul, and Shiraz Iyer definitely wants to be a captain, a captaincy material. So I don't feel Lucknow would have definitely gone with Shiraz Iyer. That could have clashed between both Rahul and Iyer, and that won't go well. So for me, I would have gone with KL Rahul. So the 7 crores, I would have paid Kagiso Rabada 7 crores. Actually, I would have paid, if Noikia is paid 6 crores by Delhi Capitals, why don't you pay Kagiso Rabada for 7 crores? So definitely I would have gone with KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, and Kagiso Rabada for Lucknow. Ahmedabad, I would have gone with Shiraz Iyer. First choice Shiraz Iyer. Shiraz Iyer, Rashid Khan, and Shubman Gill is a good pick. I mean, Shubman Gill can be a future captain. So I think those two picks from Ahmedabad were good. It's just that Hardik Pandya's choice was a bit nonsensical, I would say. Not doesn't make sense in my opinion. Yeah. So, anyways, Lucknow franchise meanwhile has a higher purse compared to Ahmedabad. So, Ahmedabad only had 53 Indian rupee crores. Lucknow meanwhile will have a higher purse. They will have 60 crores left, which is a bit of advantage, I would say, for Lucknow. Tom here says Gill is good in handling pressure. Yes, I totally agree, and I don't understand why KKR released Shubman Gill in the first place. That's a biggest, I would say, a big mistake. You could have easily put Venkatesh Iyer in the auction maybe and got him back. Why would you drop a Shubman Gill? It's just obvious that he was going to go big in the auction, so maybe picked by one of the two franchises. So big mistake from KKR. I will tell that right now. Huge mistake from KKR to release Shubman Gill, in my opinion. Tom here says Iyer, Kohli, Maxwell. Yeah, superb middle order for RCB, no doubt. Definitely, I feel RCB might go and get Shiraz Iyer, in my opinion. Anyways, Rahul was the first acquisition for the Lucknow franchise. It was bought by 7,090 crore by the RP Sanjeev Goneka Group. Yeah, one of the most consistent batters in the IPL since the 2018 IPL. So we know KL Rahul was set to go to RCB. Unfortunately, I think he got a bit of, I mean, the money was also being being afforded also a lot by Lucknow franchise, and that I think made KL Rahul to come to Lucknow, in my opinion. So yeah, that was a big decision. Yeah, so we know KL Rahul. I would have felt if he went in the auction, definitely RCB would have targeted him number one for sure. The first target for RCB would have been KL Rahul. If he wasn't picked for Lucknow, definitely KL Rahul would have been the captain of RCB. That I can definitely surely tell about that. But yeah, he went to Sunrisers Hyderabad in 2017. That was a surprise. Came back to RCB, and then Kings 11 Punjab paid 11 crores. That I would say that was a good buy from Punjab. I mean, one of the best buys from Kings 11 Punjab in their IPL. In the IPL franchise history, I mean, when it comes to auctions, I mean, KL Rahul was indeed a brilliant pick. It was just the team that didn't support KL Rahul eventually, because as you see here, Rahul scored 26.52% of Punjab runs as a captain also. Where are the others? 659, 593, 670, and 626 runs between 2018 and 21, averaging over 50. As a captain, if you're performing like this, I don't know what to say. The team has to perform, right? I know the captain is also partly blamed, but the reason for Rahul to leave is because the team doesn't support him. It's just only Mayank, or even Arshdeep Singh, and some overseas players who will support KL Rahul. Nobody else. The middle order will never support KL Rahul. Even if he was in this franchise the next season, no point for Kings 11 Punjab. I'll tell you right now. Mayank Agrawal, I don't know whether he'll be a good leader as well. I'm surprised that Mayank was retained by Kings 11 Punjab, Punjab Kings, PBKs. Very surprised that he was retained. Mayank Agrawal, I know he's a very good player, but I don't see him as captaincy material. Good pick to retain, but if they're going for captain for Mayank Agrawal, no way. I don't see that happening. Maybe they should go to the auctions and try to get a good player as a captain. There is Owen Morgan in that in the auction. David Warner perhaps. Maybe Ashwin could be could be an invite for him to be a captain. Ashwin, Ravichandran Ashwin. I know he didn't do well in those 3 seasons, but maybe this time with more experience, Ravichandran Ashwin will do a good job, in my opinion. Shiraz Iyer could be a good choice for Punjab, but I don't know with their brains, especially the Punjab management. I don't feel they'll get either Ishan Kishan or Shiraz Ayred, in my opinion. Consider, I know they have the most money to spend, but I feel they don't sometimes think when they try to bid, and try to outbid the other team. At times they stop at a certain range. That's the issue with Punjab Kings, in my opinion. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, RR and PBK is worst in handling money. You're absolutely spot on, Tom, with that. Brilliant. Yeah, you're correct. You're absolutely right on that. We know Rajasthan Royals, how they spend money on overseas players, and eventually they don't do well. Like a Chris Morris. Chris Morris is no longer playing. Jofra Archer, unfortunately, is injured. Ben Stokes was a good pick. Josh Butler also may be a good pick, but the other picks are not good. So yeah. So for Marcus Stoinis, Lucknow is actually his fourth IPL franchise, and he started in 2015 with the Delhi Daredevils. He returned to 2020 for 4.8 crores. In the 27 matches he played for Capitals, 32-year-old Stoinis scored 441 runs at a strike rate of 142.71 and picked up 15 wickets. Yeah. And Bishnoi, who impressed with his performance in the 2020 Under-19 World Cup, he finished as a leading wicket taker, was one of the sought-after uncapped players ahead of this year's IPL auction, with several franchises showing keen interest in him. That included Punjab, who had won the bidding war for him with Mumbai Indians in the 2020 auction to bag him for just 2 crores. Yeah, and he became the lead spinner for Punjab, took 12 wickets in 14 matches in his first season in 2021. He had 12 wickets from 9 matches. Yeah. So yes, that's the update on that right now with the Lucknow franchise. So Lucknow franchise only has 60 crores left. Another update here, IPL title sponsors have changed from Vivo to Tata. That's surprising, right, guys? I mean, that news came last week, I think. But yeah, that's the update over here. Tata Group replaces Vivo as IPL title sponsors for 2022 and 23 season. And IPL Governing Council provides letters of intent to the two new IPL teams after a delay. So yeah, so year after returning as the title sponsors of the IPL following a suspension, Vivo has stepped away from the deal, and Tata Group, the Indian business conglomerate, has stepped in. Tata Group, which has varied business interests both in India and overseas, will be the IPL title sponsors for the next two seasons. The how we pronounce it will be weird. I mean, Tata IPL. Tata means goodbye. Also, I think in India, whatever Tata, but yeah, what to do though? I mean, it's a good investment. It's a good investment. Indian investment. Obviously, they mainly manufacture cars. Car business mainly Tata is, but yeah, it's a good investment because I think Vivo is a Chinese brand, a Chinese mobile and technology company, and they had title sponsorship rights for 4 years. And with the relationship between India and China now, yeah, that's I think that could be the reason why. They had a problem in the 2020 season. BCCI turned to Dream 11, the gaming company, as an interim replacement for Vivo. However, Vivo made a comeback ahead of the 2021 season. At the time, according to the PTI report, the company was given a 1-year concession since it has missed the 2020 season. Why the delay in clearing CVC? So this is CVC capital for the Ahmedabad franchise. On October 25th, CVC capital bid nearly 750 million US dollars to buy the rights to own the Ahmedabad franchise. It was the second highest bid, only behind that of the RP Sanjeev Goneka Group, which bid nearly 940 million US dollars to back the rights for the Lucknow franchise. Both the new teams were originally asked by the IPL to buy a maximum of 3 players by December 25th. However, the entire process was stalled after the BCCI decided not to give the letter of intent to CVC when it emerged that the company has invested in two betting companies overseas. So yeah, gambling being illegal in India, BCCI appointed a group of legal experts, and ESPN has learned that BCCI gave the nod after it established that the IPL investment comes from CVC Asian funds, and there is no direct or indirect links with the betting company CVC owns, as those investments come from its overseas funds. And also, the both the new franchise now has 10 days to finalize, so that has happened. Auction is scheduled in Bangalore in February 12th and 13th. Don't worry, don't forget, guys. We'll be doing a live watch along maybe on February 12th and 13th. Maybe a 3 video split of the hopefully February 12th and 13th. If I'm free, we are definitely going to cover the IPL mega auctions in 3 separate videos per day. So I guarantee all I think 8 or 10 hours will be covered by different analysts from our team. Will be covering this, but we will be doing in different segments of the video. So when there is a break, we'll stop. When there is a lunch break, tea break, and maybe a dinner break, we'll stop. But we will be definitely be covering the IPL mega auctions, which is held on February 12th and 13th in Bangalore, and full list players will be expected to be finalized by mid January. We are hoping to do some interesting content ahead of this IPL mega auctions 2022. I won't be revealing it, but maybe we'll be doing some interesting new concepts on these mega auctions, maybe, and maybe try to give our list of players. Maybe we'll be making to 10 teams, and maybe we'll be picking up strong playing 11, or maybe the top 10 players that each team should target on. So maybe we'll be doing those kind of concepts coming up. I mean, new ideas coming up ahead of this auction. So yeah. We spoke about the retentions before of all the 8 teams. So yeah, and we are nearing the 30-minute mark. Yeah, so that's the update. Once again, the update, just summary I'll give you guys. Ahmedabad franchise team has got Hardik Pandya for 15 crores, Rashid Khan for 15 crores, and Shubman Gill for 7 crores. Both the teams did have a deadline to submit the 3 picks by January 22nd at 5 p.m. IST, but they have done that before that. Today is January 18th. They did it by today. I mean, the Lucknow released their 3 picks today, and they only can pick 2 local players and 1 overseas. So that was the disadvantage for this two new franchises. They couldn't go for 2 overseas players, so that was a disadvantage. IPL title sponsor has changed from Vivo to Tata for a 2-year deal until 2023. Tata will be sponsoring this IPL. Ahmedabad do have 53 crores left. I think that is after, let's see. I think Chennai Super Kings have 48 crores remaining. Delhi Capitals have 47.50 crores remaining. KKR 48. Mumbai Indians 48. PBK 72, Rajasthan Royals 62, RCB 57, and Sunrisers Hyderabad 68. So this will be the fourth team, I think, fourth or fifth team, Ahmedabad, to have a higher salary compared to the other teams. So yeah, I think 4 teams have a higher salary than Ahmedabad. Lucknow, meanwhile, will have a higher salary purse than Royal Challengers Bangalore. Yeah. So yes, that's the update, guys. We are nearly hitting the 30-minute mark. I didn't want to make this video that long, so please do subscribe this sports breakdown if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for 1K subscribers. It's a big achievement, guys. Thank you so much. We might do a separate video on that on the 1K subscribers, or maybe do some interesting quizzes coming up. Maybe quizzes, so prize money coming up planned maybe at the end of this year or 2023, because my year is a bit busy this year. 2022, if I have free time, maybe we'll try to do some new concepts, new ideas, maybe start a sports quiz coming up maybe at the end of the year, and hoping after some quizzes we'll give some prize money for people, so that more people will engage to this. So sports quiz means mainly we are trying to mainly we might do a sports quiz per month, maybe 1 month, I mean 1 quiz per month. Or maybe we'll do it doing each sport, like we are covering cricket, football, tennis, or anything. We'll be separating the sports and maybe doing that, and then we'll be doing a roundup of all these sports, including other sports also, a sports quiz once per month. That's our plan from the sports breakdown. Yeah, but anyways, guys, please do subscribe the sports breakdown. Please click the notification bell on, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Good morning to everyone here. Good night to everyone behind Sri Lanka, India, in the subcontinental countries. Good night for now, guys.